Yo-yo.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Bears on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And up. Before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure.
Looking to throw is Williams. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. In motion right here, Hunter. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Dolphins offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, He doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. To the air, Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. The drive starts with a run from Achane. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go, Achane. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to the ground, Achane. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play. From the gun, here's Williams. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Not much going on this drive. Punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Taken down at the 30.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw, Williams. Finding Gray on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Open man, here's Benson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4. Here's Williams. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw once more, here's Williams. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tua. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hernandez. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd down and 1. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty.
Throwing is Williams. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Play action. Now it's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. They'll start on the ground with Benson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the deep? They force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains. gains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, shifts past him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 158 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, back to Achane. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give, running right, Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. To throw, it's Williams. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Williams. Steps away to his left. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll go. Here's Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Hopkins steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bears down by 10. 57 seconds to go. To throw, Williams. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.